Hello, friends. So I'm sitting here. I am actually have been going through all of my digital photos. I'm trying to organize them because when I started tarot, believe it or not, last winter, I know it's a very short amount of time, but I'm very skilled in so many different areas. It was just such an easy thing for me to pick up. Just the skills just naturally generalized and filled in all the gaps. And so I took hundreds of pictures of spreads that I would do asking a question, and I didn't know the answers then, what it all meant. I could intuitively see it through my eyes that there was a bigger message, but my brain couldn't quite break it down yet because everything is so conscious when you're first starting, like what's the card of the reading, and then you like kind of systematically are going through pieces. You're not it's not as automatic, kind of like I guess when you're learning to drive a car. And so I'm taking a lot of these and painstakingly, because my chart shows that I love to filter through data. I will put it in an Excel or spreadsheet, but I'm you know how I see the clusters of the role that a card plays. I'm seeing that now back from January. And so I want to make sure I get those themes correct because it's so much bigger. And this whole thing is that they're doing with elections and disinformation and their allies and the attacks, like the one today. It's so chameleon like and adaptive that they're able to do something and then like instantly dissolve away, which is such a mutable quality. And Trump being the ultimate chameleon, and Putin has a lot of those qualities as well. So I came across Peter Smith again, and I did a reading on him not too long ago. But as I was going through some of the major arcana that was in a spread for, his suicide, I could feel him come up to me again. He's really a sweet man, quiet, like a real innocence about him. I'm sure he has his rough side, that comes out maybe when he's with his GOP posse or something. But I felt like he was like, get the cards, let's look at these, like he wanted to show me something, and he just like kept trying to point to stuff. So ultimately, this is what came out. And it's interesting because this I've seen so much, and I know it's more about balance. So this is what he put together for me. He picked these cards. I kind of laid them out, and then I wanted to pick a signifier, and he's like, no, that one goes up here. So the two pentacles. He tells me this is how it's done, how they are able to go from one thing to the world stage. I talk about my Six Wands mob, the Six Wands card, meaning Putin, Trump, Xi, Netanyahu, and who am I forgetting? Netanyahu is, MBS. He's been kind of quiet lately. But anyway, it first starts with the lovers, Trump and Putin. How long has Trump just admired Russia and Putin? It starts there. And then when they have the idea to get him to the White House, which my knowing is that started actually in 2013. He was being groomed for that, and at the Miss Universe of 2013, when he was in Moscow, he Skyped Putin with Emin Argalov, and that's when he was told, hey, you're going to do this, let's do this. And it's interesting because if you go through his tweet history, you can kind of see how it starts to all unfold, like at the beginning of November in 2013. So in order for Trump to get to the White House, they have to do some magic, which is, easy on like kind of Y2K software type of things. But even while this whole process is going out, there's just so much balance that you're just sifting through gradients of behaviors, what we call normalizing, that are subtly filtered through to get to the desired result. Well, when they replicate this process is just so easily replicated, he said, that you just start doing this everywhere you need to, And pretty soon, you're on the world stage. And you've changed so much that it's like you're untouchable. They're untouchable. It might be the end of the cycle, but it is really hard to chip away what's protecting them. Um, such good examples just recently are McConnell not taking up the vote to protect our elections, um, people not really saying anything about Trump saying, yeah, I'd take foreign help. Now Christopher Wray is in trouble. I hope he doesn't resign, because it's all manipulation. But anyway, I just thought this is a neat little tidbit I wanted to share with you, and that I feel like Peter Smith, he's going to be helping me now from now on. In fact, I did some journaling with him. He told me that there are people on his side that are trying to help out with our elections. The biggest weakness for these guys are like the wide open spaces outdoors. That we just need to get out there. Just get out there in the sunshine and occupy those spaces, because they have no grip or connection to us. And the minute we drop our mobile, we drop our devices, their grip is lost. They have to wait on us to come back. And so they do fear those wide open spaces, especially when they're unregulated and they're free and open to everyone. They would like to really restrict. Their line of thinking is they'd really like to restrict us into not wanting to explore, not wanting to be outdoors for fear. I mean, look at all the ways that we are enticed to stay at home. Maybe it's too hard to get there. You heard something maybe bad happened over there. Maybe they don't have the best facilities. There's all these things that are just kind of planted in our minds when we make our decisions on where to go and what to do. So we're being very much encouraged to get out there and enjoy, because that's how we release the grip on our part. And he also said that they're working with people on the inside, whether it's investigators, to try to get to that piece of evidence or that file or that document or that lead. There's a lot of synchronicities that are happening to help us get a hold of this. So I thought that was sweet. Okay, thanks. Have a great day, you guys.